watch what's approaching. The supreme moment, reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be forever haunted. Then confront it.
What's good? So I ran a poll or a questionnaire the other day. I think it was like 2 days ago, looking at it now. But just out of curiosity, I ended up asking all of you guys what the predictions would be for the leader skills on the upcoming LR Super Saiyan Gohan, as well as the LR Cell unit. So I kind of want to spend time and run through this and see what all the predictions were in terms of what you guys were thinking. And I think it sorts out by top comments, so we'll go ahead and start, from the top and bottom. But looks like a lot of you guys, this is from Pedro, but Cell looks like artificial life forms plus 3 key HP attack and defense increase of 170%. And then time travelers key plus 3 attack increase of 170%. HP and defense is 150%, which is, realistic right now. The artificial life forms category is lacking a 170% lead. I think the max is 130%, if I'm not mistaken, with LR Super Baby 2. And then time travelers as well. The max boost you can get from a leader is the transforming Goku Black. I think it was 150% for that one. It might actually be 130%. I don't know. You'll have to correct me on that if I'm incorrect. But I know for a fact we don't have 170% lead for attack in terms of the leader stats boost for time travelers. So that could certainly be pretty interesting. For Gohan, it looks like Cell Saga key plus 3 attack, HP defense increase of 170%, and then Hybrid Saiyans attack increase of 170%. Meanwhile, HP and defense is 150% boost. So that's actually pretty interesting as well. I think one of the two units, either between Gohan or Cell, should have a Cell Saga category lead. That'd be it would make the most sense to have at least one of the dual. First of all, I think they're going to be dual category leads. That's just my guess, but Cell Saga, I can certainly see that happening. And Hybrid Saiyans, I think a lot of people are wanting Gohan to at least have a secondary leader skill for that, because right now, the Ultimate Gohan unit is still the best lead for Hybrid Saiyans, and of course attack is only 130% boost for that setup. So I think a lot of people are wanting that as well. Looks like Gohan is the BS category, key plus 5, 330% increase to HP attack and defense. Fortune plays pretty much mentioned that, and Cell is the Handsome Gods category, key plus 12, lucky number 7, 777% toward HP attack and defense. That'd be pretty funny. And then funny thing is 69 likes on that comment, but we'll go ahead and skip that one. So it looks like we see another Hybrid Saiyans lead, key plus 3, HP attack increase 170%, defense 130%, and then youth category 170% up to HP, I guess, or attack is 170%, HP and defense is 130%. Cell again is another artificial life forms prediction, and then Cell Saga secondary leader skill looks like. Let's keep running through this. So Hybrid Saiyans again and artificial life form. So it looks like a lot of you guys are in fact wanting either Hybrid Saiyans or artificial life forms to be one of the categories for at least either of the units. Would definitely make sense. Again, Hybrid Saiyans is definitely lacking an updated category lead for that, so I'm sure Bandai knows what they're doing at this point. So I'm sure, they have in mind pretty much. They're pretty much aware that Hybrid Saiyans needs an updated leader for that category. So I'm sure they're thinking about it. And like I said, it's probably more than likely going to be a secondary leader skill, and then maybe a brand new type of leader skill category for the primary one for Gohan or Cell, whichever. So again, I'm not Nostradamus or anything. I can't predict the future, but that's just my educated guess at this point. Looks like Sucker Buzzer, another artificial life forms category, and then also transformation boost. So I don't know if it'll be 170% flat out, but I could certainly see that happening as well. Artificial life forms and transformation boost combination, leader skills. That'd be pretty interesting. And then Hybrid Saiyans as well as Cell Saga. Yeah, so a lot of interesting stuff. I thought it was the same user there, but I guess it's this one was Zeke Benjamin, so Hybrid Saiyan leader plus Cell Saga lead for Gohan, and then artificial life forms, and Cell Saga lead for the perfect cell unit. And I will say, like, I think out of the two, only one, if there is going to be a Cell Saga category, I don't think both of them will have it. It's probably just going to be one of them, my guess. But we could certainly, it's certainly possible to have both units have a Cell Saga category. I don't know. Maybe they'll do it around the Cell, tournament or Cell games theme, and have both of them have a Cell Saga leader skill and then a secondary, dual category lead. I don't know. The opportunity, the possibilities are pretty much endless at this point. Looks like Cell is going to be Cell Saga, pretty big boost, plus 4 ki, 170%, which I assume is HP, and 150 to attack and defense. Secondary is Artificial Life Form, plus 3 ki, 170%, 130, 130. Gohan is Super Saiyan 2, ki plus 4, 170, 150. So that brings up a good question. A lot of people did comment on a couple of my recent videos that, Gohan could certainly very well possibly have a Super Saiyan 2 category team. And I did take a look at all the Super Saiyan 2 units that were available in the game right now, and while it's a little bit limited in terms of the available units, you could certainly build some pretty good teams based on the units that are available. Now, this is highly dependent on how many units you actually have that fall into potentially a Super Saiyan 2 category. I did notice that a lot of older units do fall into that too, so that's definitely something to consider. But based on what I saw, you can definitely build some pretty decent teams. Like LR Kill and Caulifla obviously are on that. And the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, as well as LR Gohan and the new LR Super Saiyan Gohan will certainly fall into that, because with the active skill he does transform into Super Saiyan 2. The reason why I say that is the transforming Goku and transforming Frieza and transforming Vegetas, they fall into multiple different categories because their different transformed states fall into different types of categories. Looks like Charles commented, noticing the pattern that everyone wants Gohan to be a hybrid Saiyans leader with 170% attack, since it's almost been 2 years since Ultimate Gohan's release, and he's the only true hybrid Saiyans leader. I'd say the chances are high yet, and I definitely agree with that. The biggest thing is hybrid Saiyans, they're lacking a bigger boost toward attack, if anything. So I could certainly see that happening. It might realistically be 150% versus 170%, but it'd be nice if they did bring out 170% attack boost type leader for hybrid Saiyans. Looks like Demon Master X was Cell Saga. I think JSN was Gohan Cell Saga and Hybrid Saiyan. Cell is Cell Saga and Artificial Life Form. So similar to what we talked about earlier, it's pretty much, both will have the Cell Saga lead and then secondary leader skills for differing categories. Gohan is Super Saiyan 2 Hybrid Saiyans, and Cell is Cell Saga Artificial Life Form. So I think the general consensus here is Hybrid Saiyans seems to be a buzzword for Gohan, and then Artificial Life Forms or Transformation Boost is definitely in the works for, or in the conversation for the Cell unit. And of course, Cell Saga could be a brand new category as well as Super Saiyan 2. So yeah, Awakened Saiyan, look, I think that's the spelling for that. Super Saiyan 2 Hybrid Saiyan, or Hybrid Saiyan Ki plus 3 HP attack and defense, 170%. Or type of card, or like a type specific boost for Ki plus 4 HP attack and defense, 100%. I could certainly see that happening. A lot of the LRs seem to have something like this as well. Maybe they'll bump it up instead of 100%. Maybe give it at least 120%, possibly 130%. That'd be pretty nice. Looks like Kane is pretty sure that Gohan will have Hybrid Saiyan's lead, and then youth secondary category, while Cell has Artificial Life Form and androids. So androids is definitely another possibility for Cell to have. Granted, we do have pretty good leads for the android category, but having a dual category lead definitely makes things a little bit easier in terms of flexibility and available options to build different types of teams, because it does essentially diversify your available units to pick. So that's certainly the best thing to consider with that. Yeah, another Cell Saga. So George is Cell Saga and Artificial Life Forms, while Gohan is Hybrid Saiyans and full power. You know, full power is definitely a possibility as well. That's definitely a good guess. Yeah. And Isaac is asking what type are they. I don't think we know at this point what type these units are yet. I guess that'll be a good question for this video. What types you guys think it'll be? So yeah, I mean, looking through this, a lot of hybrid Saiyans, a lot of artificial life forms, possibly androids, possibly transformation boosts, possibly full power. You know, the options are pretty much limitless at this point. I think it's a good thing they did introduce the dual category lead. I forgot who was the first one to do that. I think it was Gogeta, Super Saiyan Gogeta and Super Saiyan Broly back in January for JP. I think those are the guys that introduced the dual category leads, right? If I remember correctly. Yeah, I mean, I'm reading through all the comments. You guys definitely left a lot of good ones and a lot of interesting speculation on this one. I figured it'd be a good idea to do it in this format versus just me coming up with wild predictions. I think it brings in a lot of different type of outlook and predictions on what to expect, you know, in terms of what kind of leader skills you would think the LR Super Saiyan Gohan and Cell would have. So I definitely do appreciate all you guys commenting. I can't run through all of these guys, but I certainly do. I'm grateful that you guys participated in it, and if you for some reason missed out on it, just leave a comment in this video and just let us know what your predictions are as well. We'll probably find out about it in the next coming week. Closer to the end of the countdown period, we should know a lot more about it. So as always, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys checking the video out, and I'll check you guys later. All right, peace out.